I have a very different take on spiritual warfare than I used to have. And I wanted to share it because what I know has set me free. Hi, my name is Dakota Lee. I have a gift to see in the spirit. I'm a professional animal communicator, and God's been letting me visit heaven since I was 12 years old. With a gift of spiritual sight, doesn't mean that I just see the good things. I also see the bad things too. And this is why a lot of people who are gifted with spiritual sight actually don't lean into their gift, is because when they open their eyes, it's terrifying to see what's out there, or it can be. Now, I was blessed with a very different experience. I only started opening up my eyes when I was in a church or a church-like environment, and I was very focused on Jesus and God my whole childhood, teenagehood, pretty much my whole life. So I did see a vast majority of positive things, because when I opened my eyes, I was seeking God, and that's who I saw, was light, love, and God, who really is my father, my spiritual father. But when I was in middle school in particular, and that makes sense, middle school is a dark time for many. But when I was in middle school in particular, I started to see the dark things. And not only that, my church talked a lot about the devil. One thing in particular that really freaked me out when I was a teen was that my church said that, did you know that there is a demon assigned just to watch you and learn your behavior so he can tempt you? And that really freaked me out. When I heard that, I started looking for them. Well, here's the thing. I didn't immediately see something dark, but I was always on guard after that, looking for something demonic, and sure enough, I started to see them. I also learned how to send them away from me, and there's goodness, like a book's worth of information on this, which I will write one day. But the first thing that you need to know is that demons are far less powerful than you think they are. Long story short, demons and demonic spirits or fallen angels are after your attention. They are after your belief in them, because believing in them is what gives them power. This sort of principle kind of applies anywhere in life, whether it's with a sort of spirit or not. So imagine like your favorite football team. That team is functions because people believe in them, and the more people believe in that football team, honestly, oftentimes the better they do. Not always, but having people believe in you matters so much. If you have someone believe in you, gosh, that just fills your life up with light. Our belief and where we place our belief is ultimately the most powerful thing in the spiritual dimension. And this also goes for demonic entities that aren't of God. The biggest lie that a demonic entity will try to convince you of is that you somehow need them, or that they are more powerful than you. Those kind of go together. If you believe you need them, that also means you believe they're somehow more powerful or have more influence than you. You as a person, even without God involved, even if you're someone that never acknowledges your creator, you are still more powerful as a person than these demonic entities. And so, but when you believe in them, you are lending them your power. And that is their lifeblood spiritually. They're looking for people to just believe in them. And they'll say almost whatever you think you need to hear. Some of it will even be helpful. It'll seem helpful. It'll seem like it's adding value to your life, but really what these fallen angels are doing is just finding a way, and they are going to attach to your energy and leech off of it and leech off of you. What do you do about this? Well, the great thing is, because we are more powerful, and then when you believe in God, oh my gosh, I can't even put a percentage on how much more powerful you get when you really point your belief not at anything that you fear anymore, but at God. And I've seen this from my own personal experience. When you believe in God, you have the authority to send them away. What I do is I say, in Jesus' name, anything not of God, be gone from me and do not return. Now, what happens in the spirit is that if I see something that's messing with someone or trying to get my attention, I'll say the test, which is, did Jesus Christ come in the flesh? And for whatever reason, they have to respond with either a yes if it's an angel, and then you know, okay, you're of God. We are on the same team here. You're going to help me. They either don't respond, pretend they didn't hear you, in hopes that they can just continue to deceive you. Or 3, they'll get really, really angry and scream no, and sometimes even come at you. Or this is how I see it. But in those moments, when I get that sort of response, I'll say, in Jesus' name, be gone from me and do not return. they have to listen. And the more you know your own authority, which comes from God, the more effective these will be. But even if you only have the faith of a mustard seed, a tiny bit of faith that God is more powerful than these entities, and you are using his name, you're using Jesus's name, they're still going to listen. There is so much to say on this topic, but I wanted to let you know that these dark entities are not more powerful than you, and their biggest power actually comes from you believing in them. That either you believe that they are helping you, you're being deceived, or it comes from you fearing them. And if you fear something you believe, it can harm you. So just point your eyes at Jesus, because we can't necessarily stop ourselves from fearing, but when we point our attention and our focus on God, his word, and things that fill a long-term peace in our heart, then the fear naturally starts dropping away, because in perfect love there is no fear. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Okay, I just said have a wonderful evening. But what I wanted to add on to the end of this video is that yesterday I posted something that said of how I've been kind of frantic recently, and there's so much change in my life. My spirit was heavier. And I just want to thank you all for the support. I was not expecting, it's kind of making videos for the internet. I don't have a lot of high expectations for just how wonderful people can be. And you far, far exceeded supporting me. So thank you. I really, really appreciate it.